Hello, welcome to another episode of Your World. This week I'm your host, Adrian Aripusumo. And for the next 30 minutes, I'll be giving you news highlight of this week from around the world. And now, let's start with our first segment of the day, where fear and tension lingers among the residents as Israel continues to pound Lebanon, causing many people in dire need of medical help. Here are the stories.
More Israeli airstrikes hit Beirut overnight into Saturday after the Israeli military warned people in a southern suburb to evacuate. Israel has been attacking the city for more than a week, saying it's targeting Hezbollah's leadership and infrastructure. Lebanon's health ministry has announced that more than 2,000 people have now been killed in Israeli attacks on the country, while thousands have also been displaced. On October 4th, an Israeli strike cut a key route in Syria. The Masna crossing has been used by thousands of refugees who've been fleeing the bombing by Israel. Israeli strikes on Lebanon have left many people in urgent need of medical care, adding pressure to an already struggling healthcare system of the country. Since September 23rd, the Israeli army has been conducting intensive airstrikes on Lebanon in a dangerous escalation with Hezbollah. Lebanese Health Minister Firas Abiad reported on Thursday that a total of 1,974 people have been killed, including 127 children and 261 women, and 9,384 others wounded in Lebanon since the onset of the Hezbollah-Israeli conflict in October last year. With NGOs and medical teams being targeted in the escalating conflict, the Lebanese government is urging the international community to advocate for a ceasefire. Following a devastating airstrike on a medical center, residents quickly began to clean up, and paramedics and volunteers scrambled through the debris, hoping to find any signs of life. Lebanon received 25 tons of medical aid from the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund or UNICEF on Sunday afternoon. Attending the handover ceremony at Rafik Hariri International Airport in Beirut, Lebanese Minister of Public Health Firas Abiad called the aid significant given the difficult situation that hospitals and health sector are currently facing. Minister Firas Abiad stated that this is the third batch and 70 tons of aid have arrived, part of which arrived on Saturday's flight and also part by land from Jordan. UNICEF representative in Lebanon, Edouard Beidbetter, stated that at the ceremony that the agency's total aid will amount to 67 tons, capable of serving 700,000 people who are at risk of several types of diseases. A group of Lebanese activists have taken the initiative to assist African migrants affected by the ongoing conflict in the country, while leading advocacy efforts to release the workers from the kafala labor system that allows their employers and agents to withhold their passports, making it impossible for them to leave. As the conflict in Lebanon rages on, many countries have started airlifting their citizens out of the country, while people from some African countries have been left on the streets of different cities and towns after fleeing their homes. They are desperate for food, shelter, and safety. The Lebanese government said that more than 1.2 million people have been displaced because of Israeli bombardment of the country. With minimal resources, the government has prioritized the space it has to shelter its own citizens, leaving tens of thousands of migrants on the street.
And now, let's continue with more stories from Thailand, where residents and businesses have started to clean up their properties and assess the extent of the damages as the floodwaters recedes. This and more only on Your World. Cleanup operation ramp up in Chiang Mai as floodwater recede. Residents and businesses in downtown Chiang Mai began cleaning their properties and assessing damages today as floodwaters slowly recede. The floods, which are being described as the worst in over 50 years, have had devastating economic impact, with Palop Sai Chu, Vice President of the Chiang Mai Chamber of Commerce, estimating losses at around 2 billion baht. Krit Kulanta Fitat, a restaurant owner in Chiang Klan, mentioned that despite the preparing for the floods, the damage was worse than expected. All electrical appliances in his restaurant were destroyed. The Ping River was peaked at over 5 meters last Saturday night, was recorded 3.45 meters near Narawat Bridge last night. While water level in Moyang district are dropping, Sarafli district remained heavily flooded, particularly in low-lying areas like Nong Phong and Sop Mai Kha, where rescue teams continue to face significant challenges. Meanwhile, excess water from the Ping River is flowing into Lampung province, extending the flood's impact. Sixteen riverside communities in Bangkok had been advised to move their belongings to higher ground and check electrical plugs as they prepare to possible flooding. This alert comes in response to increased water discharge from the Chao Phraya Dam, combined with high tides expected between October 13 and 23rd. The areas at risk, including Samsen Soi 19, the foot of Krongton Bridge, Samsen Soi 13, Devaraj Kunchorn in Dasit District, Thawang and Tha Tien in Phra Nakhon District, Pathum Kongkha Temple, and Thalat Sampatawong District. Others affected zones including Manatusorn, behind Charon Kung Prachak Hospital, in Ban Chong Temple, Bang Lo Nok Temple in Bang Cho Lim District, Rongsi on Rama 3 Road in Yan Nawan District, and Kharun Narsoi 29 and 2, and Changrai Nak Saptan Yong in Khonglan District. The Royal Irrigation Department reported today that the water is being released at steady rate of 2,000. The Royal Irrigation Department reported today that the water is being released at steady rate of 2,326 cubic meters per second through the Queen Bol Sirikit and Kwai Noi Bam Rung and dams into the Chao Phraya River. However, drainage efforts continue to mitigate the flood risk. The Thai cabinet has announced compensation of 9,000 bahts for each of the 67,296 households impacted by the recent flooding across 50 provinces. These households have sought financial assistance from the government following the disaster. Treasury Traisonanakul, spokesperson for the Ministry of the Interior, stated that 663 households in Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai had been received 5,000 baht from the government saving bank. On behalf of the Department of Public Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, they will now receive an additional 4,000 baht to meet the standard compensation amount. A total budget of 3.5 million bahts was approved for this flood compensation program by the cabinet on September 17. For flood victims in Chiang Mai, temporary shelters, a central kitchen, and survival kits had been set up. In Chiang Rai, 3.8 million baht was already been allocated for repairing 216 damaged homes. Partial malfunction of sluice gates along the Ping River have been identified as one of the causes behind the slow discharge of water and subsequent flooding in Chiang Mai province. 5 of the 6 downstream sluice gates were only partially open, leading to the water discharge issues, while garbage buildup in front of the gates exacerbated the problem. Residents in Doi Lor district informed their Thai PBS that this sluice gate could only open up to 40%, slowing the release of excess water. Kwakul Manasam Pangkul, chief of Chiang Mai Irrigation Project, confirmed that only one gate is fully operational, as the slings controlling the other 5 gates are broken. Despite the challenges, the water level in the Ping River has receded from its peak from 5.3 meters at Narawat Bridge last Saturday to 3.89 meters as of 9 a.m. today. Meanwhile, businesses in downtown Chiang Mai have begun to reopen, but vendors report a shortage of vegetables, causing price increases. Traffic conditions are also yet to return to normal, with some roads such as Charun Muang Road still submerged. Municipal officials are working to distribute food and clean drinking water to those affected by the floods. Khao Open Zoo just received a generous donation of about 5 million baht from Dubai businessmen who flew into Bangkok and support the zoo, and also the main star attraction, Mo Deng, a pygmy hippo who currently enjoying a worldwide fame. Let's take a look.
A Dubai businessman flew into Bangkok and donated about 5 million baht to support Khao Open Zoo and Mudeng, a pygmy hippo that is currently enjoying the worldwide fame. Attapon Sriran, the director of Zoological Park Organization of Thailand, recently revealed that this generous donation was a result of the growing global popularity of Mudeng. The businessman traveled from Dubai to present donation, while Attapon did not disclose their names. Khao Open Zoo's Facebook page posted a photo and a presentation of representative check. The zoo had previously received a donation of 35,882 baht from investors in cryptocurrency industry under the name Mudeng on ETH, a meme coin inspired by the pygmy hippo. The funds are expected to be used to improve the zoo and enhance Mudeng's quality of life, including her enclosure, toys, and daily needs, as she grows and requires a substantial amount of food. Khao Open Zoo in Chonburi Province has applied to the Intellectual Property Department for a trademark certification for the zoo's iconic Mudeng, pygmy hippo calf, and is awaiting approval, zoo's director Narongwit Chodchoi said today. The zoo is also offering an opportunity for creative individuals to design a logo and related symbols for Mudeng to be used as the zoo's official trademark. Mudeng, a 3-month-old calf whose fame has gone virally global, is at the center of this initiative, he added. According to the regulations, tourists can take photos and draw pictures of Mudeng at their discretion, but anyone violating a certified trademark could be subject to legal action, risking a fine up to 800,000 baht or a prison term for up to 4 years, he said. Merchandise related to Mudeng has already includes pillows, pajamas, dolls, clothes, baked goods, and also line stickers. Mudeng fever has led to an increase in tourist numbers at the zoo in Chonburi Province.
It was the bicentennial year, and 69 camel riders set out on a journey across the harsh Australian desert. The grueling race from the bush to the beach took 3 months. Competitors had to endure torrential rains, fatigue, and outbreaks of illness.
I don't think so many people have ever gone to such lengths to have a terrible time, but we had a lot of fun in between.
Riders dropped out along the way, but those who finished still share a special bond. Now they've reunited on a farm in the Whitsundays, organised by the son of race winner Gordon O'Connell.
This is our heritage, and this one-off event really showcased the toughness, the hardness of these people, and also gave us all someone to look up to.
It was done, you know, and I don't think there'll ever be another race that distance ever.
For former jockey and marathon runner Jill Colwell, it was one of the toughest moments of her life, but also one of her greatest achievements.
It's a good lesson in life that, you know, you'll come across things that are very difficult to do, and there's ways to achieve them. We're 36 years down the track and we're still all going. We still do adventurous things and risk our lives.
Ashley Bagshaw, ABC News, Gregory River.
You're with Jacob and Michael from Nisia Daily.
And we're here at the Toleafi Batilevasa Fire Knife Competition. Wow!
Siva Afi, or fire knife dancing.
Born in the islands of Samoa, this is how Samoan warriors would reenact their battles back in the day.
Add the flames and now you're really cooking.
This is the first time a Sivafi or fire knife dance competition has been held in Australia.
It just means so much. It just brings the community together. Not only does it bring it together, it makes the bond with our foundation much stronger within our cultures and our heritage, and we're just so proud to showcase who we are and our identity.
The competition is named after living legend and four-time world fire knife champion winner Batilevasa.
It's amazing. This is the time. This is our time. You know, your dream come true, man.
Wielding their fire knives, or Nifo Otsi, competitors are judged on the skill and drama of their twirling. Judges will also assess the execution of several traditional Siva Afi movements, which all have ties to battle and combat. Let's go find some of the competitors before they hop on stage.
When you're spinning, just try to think of how to keep your stick in your hands, and you don't really feel the flame. And then if it actually burns you, you kind of feel it, but you just got to keep on going.
We have a lot of competitors to compete against. Yeah, we've been friends. Meet other people, meet other famous people that we watch on YouTube and stuff, and we meet them in real life.
That means more you burn a lot. So all the boys here already know that you need to feel the heat. Day one is really hard. You're competing with all the best. You need to give 100% how you perform. Because all the boys here, everyone coming here, we're all professional.
Not to incriminate anyone, but I do see a shell down there. We've been doing some ava. Is that part of the process?
Not really.
I'm from Papua New Guinea. We don't drink that, but I do now.
A lot of tweens and teens have flown here, not just to observe, but to compete.
How many of you have played with knives or fire as kids? All right, next question. How many of you have played with knives on fire as kids?
None of us. My name is Jafia Ngangamoy. I'm 12 years old.
How long have you been doing Sivafi?
For 2 years.
I am 13.
14.
14, 15. Judging of the competition, you don't really look at the age at all at this time. It's because some of the young kids are moving in and better than the older kids. And they spin faster. So it all depends on the preparation of the person. It's the knife and the fire. It's not easy to control sometimes. If it's windy, it makes it even harder to control.
Okay, so we're teaching the brother Michael Chow. Now, you need to teach him like he's an infant.
All right, so this one of our motion that most important one is called hold. It's a circle, but this is the practice stick, so we won't get hurt. Same thing over and over. No, don't rush the process. Don't rush the process. Okay. The second little advanced one is just put a little toss into it. Toss into like that, and yeah.
You guys are at the start of your Sivafi journeys, right? And you're, out here being able to see people who've been doing this for 20 years, 30 years.
It makes me want to be better than them. I want to be better than all the legends that are out here.
I really like how I get to build a very good relationship with my competitors. I get it's a competition, but you just kind of gotta be friends with everyone. Whether you win or lose, it's the experience that counts.
We spoke to someone yesterday and they encapsulated it perfectly with their words. They said it doesn't feel like a competition, it's a community.
Chinese researchers from Anhui Normal University have discovered a new newt species on Huanggang Mountain, the main peak of Yishan National Park, which spans East China's Jiangxi Province and Fujian Province. Called Huanggangshan fire-bellied newt, the new species is characterized by conspicuous black patches on its whole body, a tan-colored dorsal body, and a bright orange underside. According to researchers, 9 specimens were collected in a small waterhole from Huanggangshan Mountains in Yanshan County. Through analysis of these samples, the fire-bellied newt has been identified as a new species. Yishan National Park has a comprehensive forest ecosystem representative of the mid-subtropical zone. It is also dubbed a kingdom of snakes, world of insects, and paradise for birds by biologists for its rich biodiversity.
And that ends today's episode of Your World. I'm Adrian Arikusumo. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.